Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Great Esotonic Chronicles. So, yesterday we managed to finally get Mr. Natsume out of trouble, which is good news. And, yeah. So now we have to start a new case. I have no idea what it's gonna be. But we ended with a weird mystery last time. I mean, Shoals is being very weird about this whole Baskerville thing. We're gonna have to find out what's going on with that. Well, let's go then. Wait, why is my... okay. Yeah.
The grand end of the century great exhibition of London. Surely there is not a soul who has failed to hear of it. Wondrous new works of culture and industry from every corner of the globe had converged on Hyde Park, welcoming over 50 million visitors. The last great hurrah of this century. Astonished and delighted people of all nations, and ended on a note of resounding success. But as regards to the terrible catastrophe that occurred during the festivities, very few are aware my friend Mr. Herlock Sholmes had a hand in unraveling the matter. For from the shadows, it was he who earnestly unearthed the facts of the case. And like the centerpiece of the great exhibition, which rose high into the skies of Hyde Park, Sholmes's brilliant deductions, as clear and lofty as the crystal tower itself, brought the truth to light.
I think they copied the Eiffel Tower there.
We're here at the showground of the Great Exhibition, which is absolutely packed with people. The weather is unusually fine, and we're about to witness a most extraordinary scientific experiment.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 20th century will see steam engines and electrical power dominate the world. Horse-drawn carts will give way to the motor car. Ships will sprout wings and take to the skies. And today, we showcase even more advanced technology, a glimpse into the future. A world first, a demonstration of my super high voltage instantaneous kinesis machine!
Oh dear. I feel like there's gonna be trouble.
A man will literally be disassembled by a pulse of high voltage electricity and beamed to another location.
What could go wrong?
Whereupon his body will be reassembled.
Reassembled.
Complex calculations exactly as it was before.
Exactly as it was before, except just, you know, mashed down. I wouldn't volunteer for that. Reassembled.
In but a few moments from now, these gentlemen will, in the blink of an eye, complete an incredible journey through the air.
Oh dear. I've gotta take care of that, sorry.
To arrive an instant later on the crystal tower behind you!
Oh. Oh, he's definitely not crazy, this guy. What? Oh dear. Is this a good sign? I'm not sure. Oh well. That went well. Alright, 22nd of October, 9:36 a.m. Shamsa's suite. Oh no, it means it means Susato-san is gone again. Oh. Runo, are you listening? Oh, sorry. What was that, Iris? What's the matter with you? You've been miles away all morning. Didn't you like what I cooked for breakfast? No, that's not it at all. What were we talking about again? Oh, today's paper is full of news about the Great Exhibition again. Ah, yes, the Great Exhibition. I'd like to go sometime. Oh, hey, Pakishtu. How you doing? How's the moving going? I don't know if you've seen the experiment that just happened, but it didn't go well. Also, apparently, we've got all of our stuff over. Oh, that's nice. That's very nice. Well, there was a guy, I don't know who he was, and there was a great exhibition. There's a great exhibition in London, and they did copy the Eiffel Tower, because maybe the Eiffel Tower doesn't exist in this world. And well, there was a guy on the tower who wanted to teleport someone using electricity to Big Ben, I think, or a big clock, I don't know. And then there were, arcs everywhere and some smoke, and we didn't see the end of it, so pretty sure it means it went very well. What do you think? And now you got all your stuff, so you're gonna have to unpack everything. Ugh. Yeah, big electric arcs and no ending. Doesn't sound good. Yeah, and the smoke. The whole scene was covered in smoke. I don't know. I guess we're gonna know soon enough, I guess. But as I was saying, now we are not in the past anymore. It's not a memory anymore. So Sato-san is gone again. All our stuff is so much stuff. Oh yeah, I usually when I move, it's the occasion to get rid of a lot of stuff. Wait, what is this emoji? I don't remember seeing it. Okay. Oh, you're really not your usual self today. You seem very down. Don't you agree, Hurley? Oh, what's going on with him? Did you say something, Iris? Oh gosh, you're even more down. Oh! Oh, when did you arrive, Mr. Naruhodo? What? I've been here for about half an hour already. We had breakfast together. What? Why did you mention it before? I thought you might have known I was here. You know? Because, breakfast? Iris is quite right. You're clearly lacking in vim. So much so that I didn't notice your presence. Thanks? Of course, I could deduce the reason perfectly well with some simple observations. What? Let's see. Oh yes, for example, your tousled hair this morning with all its unruly spikes. Clearly can be deduced therefore that... let me stop you there, Mr. Shawls, because I think I can see where this is going. My hair always looked like this. It always has. Ever since we first met, in fact. Oh, really? Oh, how interesting. It just doesn't look like a haircut as such, I suppose. Thanks again. It crossed my mind recently that it's been 6 months now. Since Sato-san left. 6 months? Since I was forbidden for walking in court. Oh, yeah, well, it's kind of the same. So I've been wondering how much longer I'm going to be banned. Oh, well, that would explain why you seem rather glum? Don't you agree, Hurley? Did you say something? Iris? Oh, back to mopping. What's up with Sholmes? What's the matter with Mr. Sholmes today? He seems even more down in the dumps than me. I know, and the great exhibition has opened. You'd think he'd be excited. Oh, why don't we all go to see it together? Oh, I want to, of course I do. But I can't. Not for the time being. Why not? Why not? Why not? Because I'm a great detective after all. So you're embroiled in some tricky case that you can't be distracted from? Is that it? Oh, I don't remember hearing that you're working on a case, Harley. Oh, I suppose I should try to find out what's going on. Okay, what's going on? Events 6 months ago. Half a year ago now, I took on the defense of a young girl in a trial heard at the Old Bailey. What at first seemed like a simple case of murder that took place at the London pawnbrokery turned out to be one part of a much more far-reaching plot that involves the British government. What? During the course of the trial, it was found that I made an unavoidable, yet at the same time, unforgivable mistake. He works so much on them, it's rubbing up. Mr. Sholmes himself is the mystery. He works so much on them, it's rubbing off on him. You think? Words fail me. This situation is utterly deplorable. Mr. Naruhodo. Yes, my lord. I will decide upon your fate following the conclusion of this trial. Wait, what? What did we do? Of course, my lord. I don't remember. Did we do something bad? Or in the end, I had my right to represent people in court revoked. But why? I don't remember why. I was told I had to spend my time in research and study, so that's what I've been doing. Oh, you have, haven't you, Runo? Reading all those big fat tomes about British law up in your room, and the notes about Sholmes's old cases. Were we banned because Sato-san tempered with Christ? Oh yeah, I forgot about that. The tempering. Oh yeah, I think that's it. Yeah. It's the only thing. It's the only thing that could have done that. Oh, wait a second. So, by the way, I've got a stream deck now, so I'm feeling. I'm not really feeling more like a streamer, but guess I'm kind of equipped like one. The funny thing is, I needed it for work. Brewing Iris's special blend of tea, fetching my daily bread for me. You've become something of a manservant around here. Start on the silverware next, Master Naruhodo. What? Well, I'm thinking of going to ask the powers that be to reconsider. Specifically Lord Strongheart at the British Supreme Court on Whitehall. Oh, Lord Strongheart? Ah, the delightful Lord Chief Justice. Not my favorite fellow. He's not mine either, but he's a man I have to talk to. A stream deck? Like a fancy keyboard thing? Ah yeah, with the lights, the screens, and all. It's kinda neat. I mean, it doesn't offer much more. It's quite small, so that's nice. And but I was using some kind of app that was doing kind of the same thing on my tablet. But one thing I couldn't do before is have an OBS mute button on my thing. So now I have one, which is kind of useful. He's the only one who can grant permission for me to start working in the court again. I came to Britain to become the best lawyer I could. And I can't do that just sitting around here. It's nice. But actually, I had to get one because I need to test some kind of extension on it for Liga Combat. The whole of London has been swept up in this great exhibition, hasn't it? Oh, the most advanced science, the most modern technology, the finest works of art and feats of engineering. For the next 6 months, our capital will be showcasing these things, and the world will be watching. Oh, do you know what I'd like to do? I'd like to look down on London from one of those lovely balloons. Look down on... Do you mean those things? Fly? Is he afraid of flying? Oh yes, of course. They fly high in the sky and don't even need wings to do it. All you need is hot hair. But how? How does hot hair have anything to do with flying? It makes no sense. Oh man, you have to study physics. I can't understand it all at all. Oh, that's true of a lot of new scientific discoveries. Most people can't understand them at first. Hot hair. Yeah. Hot hair. Oh, come on. Oh yeah. Hot air. Sorry. All you need is hot air. Oh yeah. Also hot hair. As it turns out, recent events have told us that even when it's not at first, even after a while, people don't understand them. Oh, but in 100 years in 100 years' time, all these things will just be common knowledge. Like, yeah. I suppose there might be. Mind you, some of the science being demonstrated seems very questionable. Like, teleporting people with electricity. Something went wrong on the open experimentation stage yesterday. Apparently, there was a huge explosion. Still, I wish I'd seen it though. I'd love to see how bad some of these cam experiments really are. Oh, says the innocent 10-year-old girl. See here. Every page of this paper carries some article or other about the Great Exhibition. But the brighter things shine, the darker the shadows that are cast behind them. Personally, I find myself drawn to the darkness, to the impenetrable. That is my proper atmosphere. The Great Exhibition newspaper has been entered into the court record. A newspaper containing various articles about the world-leading science and technology on show at the Great Exhibition being held in London. Okay. Shadows cast behind? Is that a metaphorical way of referring to the back page of the paper? Oh, we have to look at that. Okay, so what's up with that? Every article on the front page is news about the Great Exhibition. Public experiments to demonstrate brand new scientific ideas, cultural exhibits from around the globe. It's also positive and hopeful about the coming century. We must all go to see it properly before too long. Oh yeah, it really is the end of the 19th century. The Reaper attacked? What? Lost Cat? What? So many glowing reports about the Great Exhibition and everything that's going on there. Other than this rather gloomy looking one, that is. Wait, what? Oh, what's the matter, Runo? The Reaper attacked? That's Lord Van Zieks. He's got a sword. Oh, this must be what Mr. Scholz was talking about. Does he know any more? I wonder. Wow. Is a dark square on the screen normal? Is there a dark square? Oh, there is a dark square. It shouldn't be. Wait a second. It's not normal. I was doing some experiments with the whole thing. Yeah, that's better. For a moment I thought it was my screen. Oh yeah, that should have been pretty bad. And no word about the lost cat. I guess that's a case we're not gonna take. Your gloomy mood. Are you investigating a particularly tricky case at the moment, Mr. Sholmes? You could say that, I suppose. Nothing more to add? That's not like you. Shh! Quiet, Mr. Naruhodo. We must not discuss it here. You never know who might be listening. Wait, what? It's home. Oh, you're acting very strange, Hurley. What do you mean, Iris? Well, usually, the more mysterious and complicated a case is, the better Hurley's mood. Maybe it's a very simple case? Ah! Oh, is it really a case that's bothering you? Iris, please. You mustn't exercise your astute powers of observation and deduction on me without invitation. Oh, come on, like you waiting for an invitation. Remember what I always say. Put yourself in the shoes of the individual about whom you're making deductions. Pretty sure he's not doing that. You say that, do you? You, Mr. Sholmes? Never mind. Once I've had a cup of tea, I must make my way at once to the crime scene. Wait, there's a crime scene? Wait, what? Oh, that was a deep sigh. The Reaper attacked. Oh, it says in the paper that Lord Van Zieks was attacked. That's terrible. You know the legend of the Reaper of the Bailey, of course, don't you? Only too well, in fact. Oh, yes. Prosecutor Baroque Van Zieks. They say that if the Reaper is the prosecutor in a case, there's no salvation for whoever's in the dock. Even if the defendant is found not guilty. Once the Reaper has someone in his sights, one way or another, that person's time left on this earth will be short. Except for Mr. Natsume, hopefully. London's finest rogues always find ways around the law. They'll stop at nothing to secure an acquittal at trial. Falsifying evidence, paying sham witnesses, threatening jurors, bribing judges. But even such devious tactics as these cannot save them from the hand of the Reaper. As you've experienced yourself, haven't you, Mr. Naruhodo? Well, we haven't tried any of those. Ah, yes. I've seen the Reaper's retribution at work. Many of these criminal rogues are reckless and quite unafraid to die. If a leader among their fraternity is seen to have been taken by the Reaper, retaliation like this does occur. Really, the capital has never-ending supply of such scoundrels. So, do you mean Lord Van Zieks has been attacked like this before? This isn't the first time? Oh, he's quite an accomplished combatant, you know. He doesn't take these attacks lying down. Although, it seemed that his assailants here were armed with guns this time. Wow. Oh my goodness. Is he alright then? Is Lord Van Dyck's hurt? My dear fellow, how on earth would I know? Oh, well, in the article here it says, as to what of Lord Van Dyck's and his condition, all will be revealed in tomorrow's morning edition. Ah, I see. Well, we shall have to be patient then. No amount of throwing wine bottles at them stopped them. Well, maybe he used all of his bottles at during the trial, and it was out. Maybe some glasses in the face? That could work. No, no, no! I can't wait until tomorrow! In that case, you shall have to inquire with somebody in the know. But who? Oh, Lord Strongheart, perhaps. We're gonna go see Lord Strongheart. Oh. Well, I must be leaving now. Oh yes, understood. See you later, Mr. Sholmes. Ha! You really are a shameless liar sometimes, my dear fellow. Wait, what? What? You seek to put me off my guard and follow me, don't you? Well, you would be wasting your time. He didn't have his cup of tea. And wait, didn't he have it before? We already had breakfast. The thought hadn't crossed my mind. Oh, but now I'm wondering where you're going. Well then, see you later indeed. He said he needed a cup of tea before investigating the crime. You know, maybe he drank it when we weren't looking. I don't know. Oh, listen to him. He's still laughing on his way out of the door. His way out of the door? That sounds weird. What is this outfit? What? Oh my god. Alright then, Bruno, let's get going. Oh, Iris? What are you wearing? I've got change to go to the great exhibition. You're going to take me. What? But I was just about to go to the Supreme Court. Oh, well, that sounds fun too. You're going to take me there then. Okay. Alright, fine. Just not want that weapon, would you? Of course. And after the Supreme Court, then we'll go to see the great exhibition. Alright. A new location has been added. Wait, we can go to our place? Is there anything there? 22nd of October. Naruhodo's legal consultancy. Oh, if we need some hints about what to do. Let's go to the Lord Chief Justice's office. Forgot the teapot on the stove. Oh, god damn it. "22nd of October. British Supreme Court. Lord Chief Justice's office." It's been about 6 months now since I was last here. But some things never change. Like the sense of foreboding I always seem to feel in this place. What? Doesn't seem to be bothering Iris at all, though. She's happily reading over there. Oh, I love this place. I always find so many interesting books here. Of course. I was forgetting that you've been here before. The time we came here 6 months ago. When Sato-san was given the news that she was to return to Japan. Ah, I understand you wish to speak with me. Oh, Lord Strongheart, I trust you've been keeping well? Let's see. Since you arrived and requested an audience, it's been 4 hours, 32 minutes, and 26 seconds. I've kept you waiting a while. My apologies. Oh, not at all. I like nothing more than standing around, staring into space. Good to know. Good to know that doesn't appear to bother him at all. Mel Strongheart, Lord Chief Justice of London. He's the man who allowed me to start practicing as a defense lawyer when I arrived in Britain as a student. You need only save up the air for a moment in this grand office to understand his preeminent status. As you will be aware, the Great Exhibition of London is now underway at last. We're extremely busy as a result. Policing the grounds, guarding the new technologies, dealing with petty crime. And furthermore, as of next month, we shall open the International Forensic Science Symposium. International Forensic Science Symposium. Huh. I guess Sholmes should go there. Oh, I've not heard about that. Investigating authorities from 40 countries around the globe will be taking part, including from your own land. Forensic science is the future. The world must embrace it. As we're the hosting nation, I have much to do. And it is my highest priority, for others must wait for my attention as a result. If others must wait for my attention as a result, so be it. Well, it's nice to know where I stand. So, you wish to consult with me? Of course, I can very well imagine what this is about. Thank you for agreeing to this meeting, my lord. I want to be allowed to start working as a defense lawyer again in court. Oh, that's what brought me here today. Can he read our minds like Sato-san does? I wonder. But actually, there's something else playing on my mind, as it happens. Oh yeah, Law of Antiques. Oh no, just take a deep breath and come out with it. I really can't with this outfit. Oh my god. Permission to work. I actually came here today to ask for your permission. Go on. 6 months ago, my right to work in court as a lawyer was revoked, and I was told to spend my time studying. Obviously, I'm very sorry for what happened, but the thing is, it made me understand what it really means to defend somebody under the rules of a foreign justice system, and I desperately want to have another go. Please, permit me to enter the courtroom again. Mr. Naruhodo. Yeah, yes? Oh, here it comes. I'm sure you haven't forgotten your position here, have you? At best, you are a substitute for your compatriot. This was never your intended role. Well, that's true. The Japanese government actually sent my best friend on this study tour, not me. It should have been Kazuma. He was so determined to bring change to our own justice system at home. That was his calling. Oh, garde-robe. If that tragic accident hadn't happened, I wouldn't be here in this office now. Oh, Mr. Asaki was my best friend, you see? That's why I can't leave it unfinished. I have to fulfill his calling for him. His calling, you say? Has it never occurred to you that perhaps you know nothing of his true calling? Sorry? The mission with which that young law student was charged. What do you suppose it really was? What do you mean? Mission? It's not making any sense. Never mind. I've read all the reports you've submitted over the past 6 months. It's clear to me that you regret your actions and have been studiously obeying your revised instructions. Do you mean? As of this moment, I reinstate your license to practice law here in Great Britain. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. The doves. Oh, that's wonderful news, Runo. In fact, I believe I have the perfect case to mark your comeback. A curious affair. You'll consider it, I hope? Of course. Please tell me more. A curious affair? You described it as a curious affair? Yes, that's right. I believe it was reported in the press. Are you aware that there was a serious accident at the Great Exhibition yesterday? Oh, no. Oh, yes, I read about it. A professor from Germany tried to carry out a crazy experiment. Let me see. How was it described? Super high voltage instantaneous kinesis, I think. Instantaneous kinesis? As in moving things with a click of the fingers? And that's right. It's just what my herbal blends need. A dash of devil may care. What? She wants to teleport her tea? Oh, whatever this serious accident was exactly, it's clearly captured Iris's imagination. It's an unfortunate business. A large explosion engulfed the public experimentation stage, and a man lost his life. A certain Mr. Odiasman, an inventor and a well-known figure in society. A large explosion? A man died? The man responsible for the experiment was Professor Albert Hairbrain? Really? Doesn't sound very German. He was detained immediately after the incident and is due to appear in court tomorrow on the charge of murder. What? Murder? If you intend to take on his defense, you should hurry to meet with him at the prison. There is very little time left for you to carry out any kind of investigation. Oh, the great exhibition. A scientific experiment gone wrong. And murder? I feel out of my depth before I even started. Still. Oh, we should go to the prison straight away then, and try to meet with this German professor, don't you think? Oh, definitely. Ah, yes. One more thing about the case. There's a connection with our mutual acquaintance, the Reaper. Oh, which is Lord Van Zieks? How? Is he someone from his family? All sorts of conferences have been taking place around the world to coincide with the Great Exhibition. And next month, the largest and most important of them all will take place at last. The International Forensic Science Symposium. Oh, it does seem as though criminal investigation needs to embrace scientific methods, doesn't it? Exactly. London, the global epicenter of culture, science, and wealth, now has a population exceeding 6 million. Sadly, crime in the capital is growing at a similarly startling rate. So it's imperative that we use the latest scientific methods to investigate and resolve cases as efficiently as possible. Which is what's known as forensic science. Oh, no, sorry. Which is what's known as forensic science, isn't it? Exactly. The future of policing. Ah. Regrettably, however, Britain is currently dragging its feet when it comes to the adoption of forensic methods. Oh dear, that's alarming. Exactly. It's extremely alarming. Ah. If I were Her Majesty's Attorney General, you can be sure the numbers of crime committed and resolved in London would be very different to the current figures. And I can cite 12 solid arguments and 223 individual reasons to support my claim. I'm sure you do. Sorry? By way of apology for keeping you waiting earlier, I shall detail everyone now. Really? What? Really? Oh, how fascinating. It all began 15 years ago. I was... Wait, what? Oh, we're dozing off. Oh. Is it rude to just, doze off when he's talking? And that more or less sums up my feelings on the matter, in the simplest of terms, of course. Okay, this was the short version. Essentially, to formally establish a forensic investigation division within Scotland Yard. That is my mission. Oh, right. Yes, that's wonderful. Exactly. Wonderful is precisely what it will be. Iris isn't paying attention at all. She's got her nose in another book now. Oh, is it over? Did you learn anything useful? I don't know. I actually drifted off for the most part. Oh, he's surprisingly ardent about forensic science. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna go now. Bye. New location has been added. Oh yeah, prison. I'm gonna go to prison. 22nd of October. Local prison. Cell 11. Oh, the warden said cell 11. That's this one. Oh, there's someone curled up in a bowl in the back corner. Look! What's his name again? Professor Albert Hairbrain? Wasn't it? Hairbrain? Is he supposed to be like a Einstein? I don't know. Hairbrain? Doesn't sound very similar. Excuse me? Professor Hairbrain? Who are you? Rion Skinner. A lawyer? I don't know. Wait, maybe I should do a German accent. I'm not sure how to do a German accent. Was it something I said? A lawyer, you say? Would you be here about the experiment? Oh, are you going to defend my hypothesis? Your hypothesis? Yesterday's demonstration. That magnificent demonstration was... It was an out-and-out success by anyone's calculations. But despite that, no one listens. No lawyer believes in the science. When it's explained, they all leave at high velocity. Oh. Now's probably not a good time to mention that your zeal made my concentration leave for a while too. I have a hard time reading his name tag. Kinda looks like his name is Lasagna. That's weird. Wibbly hair. Yeah, it's a white afro. That's kind of weird. Yesterday's demonstration. Okay. You mentioned the demonstration yesterday. Oh, the papers have called it a spectacular failure. After all, a man died in the explosion, didn't he? Oh yes, you could interpret the result that way if you really wanted to. Well, I suppose in the strictest sense, the experiment was a failure, but at the same time, it was a great success. What? Is it supposed to look like a brain? Oh, maybe. I don't know. don't really strike me as a brain, but maybe. Well, the man has glasses, so he must be smart. Oh, you lost me. I saw it with my own eyes. Right there in front of me, Mr. Asman was spontaneously disassembled. Until then, everything was going exactly as my calculations had predicted. At that point, he should have been beamed into the crystal tower by instantaneous kinesis. However, the machine exploded, and Mr. Asman in fact perished. Oh yes. Oh no, that was okay, that was us. Oh, I shouldn't have said that with that accent. Oh yeah. Oh yes. I can't deny that part of the experiment was a failure. Oh, sorry. So, what you're really saying is, the large explosion that killed Mr. Asman was an accident, correct? Oh, but the bigwigs had you arrested on suspicion of murder. Oh, I was responsible for a man's death. That is the immutable truth here. And for that, I wish to be punished. At once. Oh, really? Oh, but murder? Never in a million years. Oh, it was an accident, simply an accident. I see. Harry and I were talking this morning, you know. He said the situation would change completely depending on whether it was treated as an accident or murder. Well, of course. How exactly? Well, if it really was an accident, then the professor's machine would be kept in protective custody. On what grounds? Oh, yes, it's newly established here in Britain. The Special Dispensation for Scientific Equipment Act. The Special Dispensation for Scientific Equipment Act. What? That one passed me by. Oh, but if the case is treated as murder. Then, then they'll say my machine was the murder weapon, and they'll be able to pour over it as much as they like. Oh, if they examine it in detail, they'll find out how it's made, and then, they'll be able to copy my idea. My precious hypothesis will be stolen. The machine must be protected from that at all costs. That's why it's imperative this whole incident is shown to have been an accident in tomorrow's trial. Oh, I see now. Okay. Actually, his name tag is kinda looks like Lahang. Oh, that's... Well... so in short, there was a terrible accident at the Great Exhibitions Showgrounds yesterday. Oh yes! Or rather no! The devil is in the details. Strictly speaking, there was a terrible explosion. Oh, sounds like the same to me. Oh, you were demonstrating super high voltage instantaneous kinesis, weren't you? Oh, how fascinating. Humans, like all matter, are made up of particles that are held together by electrical bonds. So it must be possible, using a sufficiently high voltage, to break those bonds and beam the particles through space. Really? That's it in a nutshell. That's my idea, you see. That's my amazing hypothesis. Gosh, that's unimaginably high-level science. Science fiction, someone would say. but dare to imagine it. Dare to dream of such incredible technology. Oh man, he's a mad scientist. Look at his face. Oh, just think. One moment I could be here in this cell, and the next I could be at the great exhibition again. Oh well, oh yeah, that would be incredible. And the next, in the mere blink of an eye, I could be at the Great Parisian Theatre, say. The possibilities are endless. The whole of our vast planet would be within reach. So, no more hiding in wardrobes and rocky seas for 50 days? I don't really see it like that. Really? Oh, look at her bag. Look at her bag. Have you seen that? She's a bunny. And Sholmes is as well. Wow. What do you mean, Iris? Oh well, if you could travel anywhere in the world instantly, the planet wouldn't really seem vast anymore, would it? I think it would feel like it had shrunk. Oh my word, that's exactly right. Oh, what are the implications? Oh, what does it mean? Oh, that's got Professor Bunnybrain really worried by the look of it. Bunnybrain, oh yeah, that's his name. Oh, but she's the bunny. Oh, clearly this is yet another case of just because you can doesn't mean you should, I suppose. Oh, the point is, my calculations are flawless. The science works. But without a practical demonstration, it means nothing. And that's always the fly in the ointment. The fly in the ointment. Oh, okay. Oh, because practical demonstrations cost a lot of money. Money that young scientists like you don't have. He is young. That's exactly it, yes. Harry's always complaining about it. He says the government should invest more in science. Oh, well, anyway, I bumped into him at the right time. Bumped into Harry? I met the well-known investor, Mr. Osman. Oh, no, okay. The victim who died in yesterday's terrible accident, you mean? What? The full name of the man who died in yesterday's accident was Mr. Odi Asman, wasn't it? What exactly was your relationship with the man? Oh, he first visited me in my laboratory in Germany a year ago now. He said he wanted to invest in my immaculate hypothesis. I thanked him my lucky stars. I see. So you hadn't really known each other until then. Money for scientific research. I'm so envious. Oh, as far as I was concerned, the man was an angel. A VC. Wait, no. Well. Angel investor, yeah. Oh, really? An archangel, even. He was prepared to found a practical demonstration of my hypothesis for a presentation at the Great Exhibition. And if that went well, I could expect additional financial support for my research from the British government. Mr. Asman provided me with money and an exceptional engineer. Oh, there's someone else involved. produce a machine to my precise specifications. Oh, but then your trees were blown to dust in one enormous explosion. As you can see, I owed everything to Mr. Asman. I would never, ever have thought of taking the man's life. Well, the man was a bit reckless. I mean, he used himself as a guinea pig for the experiment. It's kind of brash. Well, he seems genuine enough. I don't think he's lying. Okay. So what now? Guess we have to go somewhere else. If you let your concentration slip, you might miss what people say. Why is she saying that? What shall I make for breakfast tomorrow? I don't think... don't I surprise... Why don't I surprise you, Runa? Let's see if Sholmes is back. No? Then what do we have to do? What to do? Oh, I'm so excited about the prospect of Naruhodo's anything. Anything considers wait, what? Naruhodo's anything considers the opening for business again. That's not what it's called. It's Naruhodo's legal consultancy. I've done a lot of studying these past 6 months, reading law texts and judicial precedents. Well, you know, that's, well, we don't have Susato-san anymore, so we have to study ourselves now. I'm sure I'm a better lawyer now. Can't wait to start practicing again. But when will we be at the level of Susato-san? I wonder. Nothing's changing here at all, though, has it? It's as though time has stood still in here since Susie went back to Japan. I wanted to keep it ready for Miss Sato-san, in case she was able to return to Britain at any point. So I've just left everything the way it was? Oh, that's a nice excuse. Oh, I see. Right. And there was me thinking it's because of the way you are, Runo. You know, never put the ring to tidy up, I mean. Ares. This isn't the time or the place to bring up my tardiness. Or lack of it. She didn't tell us what to do at all. So what about the spade and shovel discussion? The office spade. Now that Sato-san's gone, the shovelers aren't represented to correct me. Maybe I'll have to do it myself. Oh, that's not a spade, Mr. Naruhodo. Naruhodo-san, it's a shovel. Ah, you're a spader, are you, Runo? Wait, what? What? You want to battle it out? Alright. I'm not going to argue with a native English speaker who has some kind of gun. So, as we established, a spade is for digging and a shovel is for shoving. Kinda logical. But we still don't know if this is a spade or a shovel. Maybe we can find some images. I wonder. Oh, wait, I've got something. I've got something. No, the picture is not. It's very blurry. Point, spade, and shovels. Okay. Okay. Oh, I think nowadays it's kind of used indifferently. But I think the pointy ones are spades, which would kind of match the name. Alright, we have to go to Lord Chief Justice's office then? I don't know. Oh, wow. Hello? No? Or maybe Sholmes is back. Is there anything to look at? No? What did we miss? Oh, I can't type with my eyes shut, you know? Oh, she already said that. I can't believe it. When the deadline is approaching, you sound like a Gatling gun. Oh, that reminds me of a dream I had the other day. It was such a funny one. It woke me, actually. I was typing for a whole hour in the pitch black, but I didn't make any single mistake. A single mistake. Oh, that's incredible. But then, when it got light, I found that there wasn't any paper in the machine. Now I wonder if I'd actually been typing at all. Oh, I think he might just have fallen asleep on the job. Okay, so what do we have to do? We've talked to the man. Can we examine? We can't examine anything. Can we present? Oh, we can present the fact that we're a lawyer. Oh, fascinating, yes. Oh, in Japan, where I come from, it's the symbol of a defense lawyer. Wearing it is very bracing, I find. Your words make some sense to me, but they are entirely illogical. What do you mean? Well, for example, I find this white laboratory coat that I wear for my work very bracing too. However, in my case, there's a perfect logical reason for that feeling. Oh, really? What is it? Oh, I purchased the wrong size by mistake. This one is too small for me. The sleeves, especially, are extremely bracing. I can barely move my wrists. That's what you call logical, is it? Of course, it's entirely logical. That's science, Mr. Naruhodo. Or should I say, Herr Naruhodo? Oh, I forgot how to say that. Pronounce that. Okay, so can I present you? What's the deal with that? What am I supposed to do? Oh, how could this have happened? Oh, you must feel awful. As well as a man losing his life, the crystal tower was greatly damaged too. Really? I know what happened. It must have been that. That? The day before the demonstration, I had my usual meal of frankfurters at the hotel restaurant. When I paid the bill, they gave me 3 shillings too, too much in change. 3 shillings? Okay. Is that a lot? I don't think. But instead of saying anything, I just slipped the coins in my pocket. They're still there now. What? Oh, it's divine retribution for my wrongdoings. Oh, that's what it is. That's what this is. For a scientist, he has some very illogical anecdotes. Long and illogical. Wasn't so long. Okay. Nothing more? I don't understand. Oh, we need to talk about this. Repair attack. We already... It's the kingpins of the criminal underworld. Generally managing to escape conviction in the Reaper's trials. Wait, why isn't that Hunter saying the same thing as before? And this isn't the first time the henchmen have tried to attack Lord Van Zeeks as a result, by the sound of it. It makes you think, is that how the justice system works in London? Then there must be dark forces at work. Is there anything we have to look at? The cogs of the giant clock are keeping time as usual with their steady, rhythmical motion. It's really quite disturbing how little sound they make, considering the massive size. Oh, someone very brilliant must have designed it, and whoever maintains it must be very talented too. But I'm not entirely convinced it's even a clock. What? But what about the huge clock face that forms a window over there? Very well oiled. Yeah. And well, you would know about that. Some people just make machines that move from the fun of it because they enjoy watching them. I'm pretty sure they do. Rather like how Hurley makes his rumbling deductions just for the fun of it. Even if the outcome isn't quite right. Oh, never mind all the trouble it gets others into along the way. I don't know. I don't think we have to look at all that. The Lord Chief Justice desk. When you look at that, there's no mistaking Lord Stronghold's authority is there. Oh, but the light from that window behind is far too bright. It would be very bad for the eyes. I hadn't thought of that. There are no curtains. That's for sure. What's more important? Having a desk with an air of authority, or having eyes that work? I can't say I'd ever considered it. After all, my little office barely has any light to speak of, and I haven't really seen my desk in a while. No. We have to find something in our office, because that's... Is there anything around? It's Soto-san's desk. I suppose it won't get used now that she's gone back to Japan. I just have to wait here patiently for its old friend to return. Oh, even now, I sometimes find myself pouring a cup of tea for Susie by mistake. Oh, that explains why I sometimes find a steaming cup of her on her desk here. It shocks me every time. But it's just one of your pranks. I see. It's not a prank? Come on, Yusuke. Naruhodo-san. It's It's no prank. I miss her. This dude. Such a dude. Oh, I never did see what Sato-san's room looks like. I could go in now, of course. But I don't dare. They say a young maiden's private chamber is a place of bittersweet secrets. Well, she says. Although, from the laughter I used to hear when you would visit, I imagine it's mainly sweet. Oh, we used to have such fun in Susie's room. She told me all sorts of interesting things about your country, you know? Okay. What's that? Onions? Why do we have onions there? Susato-san's tea set that she left here with me. Rin! The astronauts have landed. Oh, hello everyone. Apparently I didn't. I don't know if you had the alert, but I didn't. Howdy yourself. How's it going? Objection. Oh, thanks for the follow and you're big. I hope you're all doing well. How was the stream? Hey Fig. Hi Jack, by the way. Oh, I'm very glad you came over. Thanks. Was good. Made some progress in Spyro. Oh yeah. But you already played that, didn't you? Well, back in the day, I mean. I don't know if any of you have played this game or the series, but this one is so good. The writing is very surprising. Yep, a lot. I thought so. I have the Phoenix Wright games, but not played it yet. Well, if you got the first ones, I think they're kind of interesting, but the writing is not as good as this one, which is the latest one. I love this series, and yeah, this TGAA geology has become my favorite part of the series. Oh yeah, I mean, was actually before streaming this one, I was streaming the first of the trilogy, and it was kind of becoming something of a chore, really. But then I upgraded my Windows to Windows 11, and the game wouldn't start anymore. So I just switched to this one. Yep, I agree. This is better than the mainline series. Ah, yeah. This series has been one I have always meant to try. Oh, you should, because the mechanics are very, very funny. Oh no, that's frustrating. Oh yeah, I've had a few games that didn't start in Windows 11. So I don't really know what's that about. I think I've had like 3. It's kind of weird. But yeah, so it's kind of funny because this game centers a guy named Ryunosuke Naruhodo, who is actually the ancestor of the Japanese version of Phoenix Wright. And he kind of becomes a lawyer by accident. Thanks for the photo, Jonah. And it's the turn of the century, the end of the 19th century, and he and a friend, they were coming to Great Britain to learn more about the justice system and try to upgrade the Japanese system. But sadly, well, I don't want to 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 spoil too much if you want to play it, but stuff happens, and well, we practice law in Great Britain now, and there are a lot of murders, so we have to defend people. And the art is lovely, and contrary to the previous ones, the characters are 3D, and it kind of adds quite a lot to it. I still think green tea is just too bitter, though. Thank goodness for sugar and milk. What? Japanese guy? Sugar and milk in the tea? Sounds like Britain, to be honest. You mean the murders? Yeah. I don't know. Mr. Sholmes certainly wasn't expecting the accurate taste that one time. Never heard anyone let out a scream like that before, or seen anyone fall down the stairs quite like that either. What? It always brings a smile to my lips when I'm feeling a little down. So yeah, we had an assistant named Sato. Wait, what's her? Mikotoba, and we call her Sato-san. And she had to go back to Japan, which is very sad. And Iris is Sherlock Holmes's flatmate. Ah, well, do you know what that reminds me of? The day I gave you some black coffee when you weren't expecting it. You fell all the way down the stairs as well, didn't you, Bruno? Oh, yes. Do you think you could try to forget that, please, Iris? That doesn't bring a smile to my lips at all. And, okay, so we just got a new case. We got to defend. So there's it's the turn of the century, and there's a great exhibition in London, and a man was doing an experiment trying to teleport someone using electricity, and well, it went boom, and the man died. Not the experimenter, but the guy who was going to be teleported, and so the scientist is accused of murder now. And his name is, wait, what's his name? Is Albert Hairbrain. Which is kind of a weird name. It's this guy. And this guy is dead now. Odie Asman. And we have to prove that it was an accident and not a murder. But right now, I'm not sure what you're supposed to do. So I just need to examine everything. Oh, now at first glance, my desk here might look as though it's in a mess. However, it's not in a mess at all. Everything is exactly where I want it to be. But whenever Sato-san looked at it, she'd put her hands on her hips and say, "Oh dear." Her way of saying that I should make it more orderly and neat, a more orderly and neat mess. Oh, yeah. Oh, I missed that. Oh, you sound just like Hurley, you know? He says the same about his mess. Oh, it's the kind of logic that transcends international borders, obviously. Oh yeah, the game is the whole series really, is kind of not very progressive about gender roles, sadly. The kettle is gently simmering away, there on top of the stove as usual. It was kind of Sato-san's it was kind of Susato-san to send that Japanese tea. You really like it, don't you, Iris? But for me, it's the sound of the stove and bubbling kettle I like the most. On biting winter mornings. Oh, and it feels even cozier in here when the delightful Iris pours the tea for me. I really couldn't manage without that wonderful young girl. What? Oh, Bruno, it's so sweet of you to say so. What? Stop putting words in my mouth, please, Iris. Oh, by the way, maybe some of you know, but okay, there's a discussion about spades and shovels. So we've established that spades are for digging and shovels are for shoving, but the pointy ones, are they spades or shovels? I kind of think it's spades. But maybe someone knows. I think we've seen. No, there's this. Look at the prawns and the anemones gently swaying around in the tank. Regular cleaning, some food, and freshwater seawater. Fresh seawater? It's kind of okay. Is all they need. And some conversation, of course. It seemed like a lot of effort at first, but it was worth it. I'm starting to be able to tell what they're thinking. Really? Funny to think that so many people in London had aquariums like this once, when they were in vogue. You'd never expect to find sea anemones in the middle of the capital. I think I'll have to name them soon. Oh no, Runo's disappeared. Wait, what? I expect he's been eaten by Hurley. I think I'd prefer it if you used your imagination more when naming the sea life. Okay, I think we looked at everything. Oh, god damn it. What should we do? I mean, what did we miss? There's something on Sholmes' desk, maybe? Oh, there's a glass. Wasn't there a glass before? Every time I look at that machine, I can't help thinking what a monstrosity it is. What's it called again? Oh, the Great Analytoscope. It can analyze absolutely anything, you know? It does seem incredible. And at the same time, incredibly useless. Oh, but it looks impressive, doesn't it? So that makes it very useful. How does that make it useful? Because it means you can pawn it for lots of money. Okay. The pawnbrokers always make either remarks like, "What an incredible looking machine!" Ah. So Hurley often takes it to the pawn shop when he's a little short. Oh, it sounds like this thing pulls its weight around here more than I realized, by having its weight pulled around. Okay, so nothing here. The violin. No. No. The fireplace. No. Tea set. There's no reason why we would have to examine all of that. What's going on? Can we present the newspaper, maybe? Oh! Oh, yes, that's what we're missing. Oh, that reminds me. Have you seen this? The report of the overwhelming success of the great exhibition? Of course. No, not that. The story on the pack page. What story? The Reaper attacked? Oh, that. You've enjoyed some victories in court against my #1 prosecutor, have you not? Oh, poor Mr. Reaper. What happened to him? He wasn't killed, was he? There's no need for concern. Lord Van Zieks would not be so easily dispatched, I assure you. Oh, can you tell us what happened? I'd really love to know. Very well, if it interests you. Oh, it does, strangely. Van Ziek's condition. Fortunately, Lord Van Zieks emerged from the attack unscathed. Street ruffians are no match for that man. He's a very capable fighter. But that's incredible. They were armed with guns. Why was he attacked though? Do we know? It's related to events that occurred a month ago. A leader of one of the capital's criminal organizations was indicted and prosecuted by Van Zieks. For once, we want the defense lawyer. Well. But the man was acquitted. I've no doubt large sums of money were involved behind the scenes. Large sums of money? A deplorable situation. Members of the jury were bribed, it seems. However, despite winning his freedom, the man in question met a dramatic end yesterday. But you're not suggesting that was the work of the Reaper, surely? The victim's henchman certainly seemed to think so. He was a man by the name of Assman. Mr. Audie Assman. What? Did you say Assman? Oh, that's the man who died in the big explosion at the great exhibition. Yes, known publicly as an investor, but in reality, the head of a significant criminal organization. Unbelievable. I wonder. Could I ask you something, Strongheart? How long have you played so far? I feel like these games can be quite long. Well, it is quite long. I think we are at something like 60 hours. Try me. Why do you use Lord Van Zieks as a prosecutor? All the criminals who manage to get off in court then meet with mysterious ends outside the courtroom. And fearful of that fate, they seek to strike at Lord Van Zieks first. I know there's no evidence that he actually is the Reaper in that sense, but still. Something scary going on there. I have Van Zieks work for the prosecution service for 2 reasons. Firstly, the man is the best prosecutor in the capital, bar none. And secondly, any death of criminals that have occurred outside the courtroom following his trials are nothing to do with him. That doesn't make sense. How can you explain the way so many have died if not by someone's hand? Van Dix may have earned himself the moniker of the Reaper, but he is no killer. So he will continue to prosecute on behalf of the Crown. Unless he wishes otherwise, of course. Well, I must be leaving for my next engagement. I'm already 11 hours and 16 minutes late. 11 hours late? Wow. I hope nobody's waiting. My colleagues may be starting to fidget. Oh, someone's waiting. 11 hours late? Oh, that's quite something. That meeting had already started when I arrived back here for this engagement with you. So lateness was inevitable. Time stops for no man. Oh, I'm sure it stopped for me during those 12 solid arguments and 223 reasons. Oh yes, where would I find Lord Van Zix now? I would assume he's at his office. Alright, I'll go and ask him about the attack in person. I want to get this straight from the horse's mouth. Away with you now. I'm leaving Professor Hairbrain's defense entirely in your hands. Oh, of course, yes. Thank you very much, my lord. Alright. Finally. A new location has been added. Okay. I think we're gonna talk to Van Zix. I'm gonna stop because it's getting late here. "22nd of October. Prosecutor's office. It's the first time we come here. The bottles and the glasses. For those of you who don't know, Lord Van Zix, he's a prosecutor, so we often face him during trials, and he always pours himself some drink, some wine in those glasses over there, and sometimes he just crushes the glass in his hand. Sometimes he throws the glass on candles behind him. It's kind of weird. So he has a whole reserve over there, which kind of explains everything. Oh, so this is the legendary Reaper's office? Oh yes, it appears so. Look at the glasses. Oh, it sends a chill down my spine, doesn't it? What an amazing Disney atmosphere. Oh, is that? Who is that? That hooded figure was so still. I hadn't noticed his or her presence. I wonder who it is. Yeah, I think it's the person who's on the picture with Lord Van Zix. What are you doing here? Oh. He's as unwelcoming as I thought it'd be. Actually, maybe even more so. Oh, I'm glad to see you're well. I am. So, who's the person over by the wall being punished for something or other? No punishment is taking place here. Oh, okay. That's my apprentice, and he's sitting there of his own free will. didn't know you had an apprentice. It must be the same person who was pictured in the newspaper. You gotta wonder how the paper had this picture taken. He's very able in combat. A requisite skill for anyone under my tutelage. Are you referring to the attack on the Reaper that was reported in the papers? The Reaper? I'd be interested to know the Reaper's true identity myself. Wait, what? Oh. Assuming, that is, such a fabled fiend genuinely inhabits our great courtrooms. Wait, isn't the Reaper supposed to be him? Lord Strongheart said that the assault last night was some sort of revenge attack? True. Carried out by henchmen of Odi Asman's criminal organization. The investigation meant their arrest were imminent. Presumably some hope to kill me before that happened. Odi Asman. He's always masqueraded as one of London's most powerful financiers, a global investor. But his enormous wealth came to him by underhand means via his criminal activities. Oh, and he used that money to buy himself a verdict of not guilty when he found himself in court, didn't he? Exactly like the first case we had in England. Being prosecuted by you, Mr. Reaper. But the man got his comeuppance in the end. Yesterday, in fact, in extraordinary circumstances, it was a most unusual cause of death. Oh, I know about that. It was a super high voltage instantaneous kinesis gone wrong. Oh, Mr. Asman died when the demonstration on the public experimentation stage ended in an enormous explosion. Correct. And you think I have some kind of divine ability to cause an accident like that to happen? Do you? Oh, so he says it's an accident. Well, no. That does seem a little far-fetched. Oh, if this man really is the fabled Reaper, then he has to be innocent of this particular death, at least. Oh, it's strange how this has worked out, isn't it, Bruno? I mean, what with you taking on the Professor's defense for the trial tomorrow? What? You're going to be defending him? Oh, yeah, that's right. I thought I barely know the man, though I barely know the man's name yet, to be honest. Albert Harebrain. Oh, that's right. Do you know him, by any chance? Of course. Wait, what? He's a contemporary of mine. We were at university together. What? Your contemporary. I'm not sure what it means. He didn't say how many seconds. Wait. How? Wait. I understood that Professor Harebrain was from Germany, though. Harebrain's from a respectable British family. Oh, he is English. That's why he doesn't have an accent. After graduating from the University of London, He moved to Germany to carry out research, if that's all. Oh, so you were students together. I was in the faculty of law, of course, and he in science, so our paths rarely crossed. But curiously, we got along, though I've not met him since my university days. Though I certainly didn't expect our next encounter to take this form. He's gonna prosecute his friend. Oh, man. He's cold. And with you, of all people, representing him. Only if I make it out of this office alive. He's actually being charged with murder, it seems. Yes, I know. Because the prosecution will be handled by me. By you? But you made it sound as if you and the professor had been friends. We are friends. It's true. Then why would you do this? Oh, if the Reaper is the prosecutor, then there's nothing anyone can do to save him. He's doomed. What's Lord Van Ziek's thinking? Oh. I didn't expect less from this guy. Prosecuting his friend. What do you mean by what you said before? If you'd like to know the Reaper's true identity, does that mean? I'm a crown prosecutor, an immortal like any other. I'm no demigod. Oh, but they've all died, haven't they? The people you've prosecuted, I mean. Whether or not the trial ended with a conviction on an acquittal. Those I prosecute are the vilest wretches of our society. People who without question deserve to be found guilty. Oh, except the people we have defended, of course. The world is a better place without them. But that's not true of Mr. Natsume, for example. He wasn't a vile wretch at all. Oh, no was Jeannie, in fact. She's ever so hard-working now. I can't deny that since I encountered you, things have taken a turn. But the point is this. If any of those vile wretches that escaped justice subsequently died in mysterious circumstances, it was at the hand of their own kind. It's not my work. Lord Strongheart said the same. He believes you're not involved in it anyway. Oh, but you were attacked by those Ruffians because they believe it's true. The fact is, since people started to call me the Reaper of the Bailey, the number of serious crimes in the capital has dropped substantially. Oh. It would appear that even the most hardened criminals can be made fearful for their lives. Do you mean to say? I mean to say that if my pseudonym serves as a useful purpose, I adopt it gladly and with honor. But it's putting you in danger. You could be killed. If that is my fate, let God decide. Oh, Lord Van Zieks. Wow. You gotta have some respect for the guy. Okay, so what's around? I want to look at the glasses. Look at that fine collection of hallowed chalices and bottles neatly lined up there. My hallowed bottles are filled with the essence of the finest grapes from the finest vineyards I visit. Vineyards. Right. And I personally oversee these chalices being made by the finest crystal craftsmen in the world. And yet, you throw them around in court like they were worthless. Yes, because this imbecile is so unimaginably and repeatedly wide of the mark sometimes. Oh. Before you open your mouth next time, you should consider the poor artisans whose work you defile. So, it's my fault? Oh, silly me. How could I ever have thought otherwise? Swords. A chess set. Lord Van Ziek's desk. Look, it's so stylish. And no mess. And that's a marble chess set beside it. A chess? That's the Western version of our Japanese shogi game, isn't it? Oh, you know, I'm actually quite good at shogi problems. Oh, really? You'd probably like chess problems, in that case. Oh, I'd love to challenge Lord Van Ziek sometimes. Oh, to a bout of shogi problems. Oh, if you only really want to challenge yourself, you can always do that on your own at home. What is that? It's a map of the exhibition? Oh, look! It's a scale model of the Great Exhibition showground. That's amazing. I wonder why it's there. The Crystal Tower, yeah. It's like an Eiffel Tower, but with the panels on the side. And a clock. Oh, perhaps he made it to take his mind off the sadness of being too busy to attend in person. Oh, that's probably the reason, yeah. He's got a hot air balloon over there. Or perhaps he's too embarrassed to queue up for a ticket. Yeah, hot air balloon. Surely it's obvious that I'm using it as an investigative aid. Ah! You Nipponese have no business painting others as overly reserved. I really didn't think to overhear that. Who's that? That portrait really dominates the room, doesn't it? Wow. It's a very majestic outfit and pose, but sadly, whoever painted it didn't do a very good job of capturing Lord Van Ziek's facial features, because it's not him. Come on. Naruhodo-san. Oh yes, you're right. I mean, he's not far off, but the artist has exaggerated his subject's handsomeness, I think. Oh, that reminds me. I heard Emperor Napoleon of France order artists to make him look more attractive when they painted him. Really? How vain. That's really not an attractive quality in a person, is it? That portrait does not depict me. Surely that's immediately obvious. Oh, then... who is it? Wait, what? Okay, he didn't answer. His ancestor? His brother? His father? There are bats! Bats over there. What? Whoa! There were bats. Oh yes, the Reaper's familiars, I expect. But what about the mute man in dark cloak? I thought he was a familiar. Just not the flying kind. Oh, he must be a dear friend of Mr. Reaper then. Oh, I think the familiar idea is more likely. Or scary though, either way. Yeah, we have to talk to this guy. Oh, is this the wine? It's got barrels of wine. Look at all those ancient casks lining the wall there. Casks in the Reaper's chamber. Oh, and the caskets. I'm not sure what the difference is. You don't think all those people who escaped conviction in court are lying inside them, dead, do you? Caskets is a coffin. Oh yeah, that's right. What ridiculous notion are you going through your head, man? Man? What? He doesn't speak like that. This is my collection of fine vintages. Oh yes, of course. Thanks for clearing that up. Bruno and I were just musing to ourselves. Don't mind us, Mr. Reaper. I wouldn't, if you hadn't invited yourselves in my office to talk nonsense within my earshot. Okay, who are you? Oh, it really looks like a punishment to me. Oh, I've never seen someone sitting like that before. Yes, it's kind of strange for an English person to do that, I guess. He hasn't moved a muscle since we arrived. Do you think perhaps he's dead? Oh, if he was dead, Bruno, he wouldn't be sitting up, would he? Yeah, it's more Japanese style sitting. Yeah, maybe he's Japanese. Remember, he had a Japanese friend. Oh, well, anyway, dead or alive, he's not overly approachable, is he? I don't think he's going to talk to us. He's not dead. Okay, okay. So I guess we've looked at everything. Do we have anything to do there? I want to see a paper. Lord Van Zeeks, about the article in this paper. Ah, yes. It seems there was a reporter nearby when that little skirmish took place. I had no idea I'd been photographed. It was careless of me. Oh, it looks as though it was taken after the people who attacked you had run away, though. Rest assured, the police have already apprehended every last one of them. Oh, but there's someone else fighting alongside you, it seems. And I think it's the same man who's sitting over there as we speak, isn't it? As I mentioned already, he's my apprentice. Oh, perhaps you could tell us a little more about him. Your apprentice. He's in my tutelage to become a prosecutor. So you could say he's my apprentice, I suppose. Ah, like you are to Hurley then, Bruno? Really? I don't remember taking an apprenticeship with the good detective. He's currently compiling a report about last night's attack. Well, I mean, if he's writing a report, I guess he should be moving. It looks like he's wearing some kind of mask. On Lord Strongheart's orders. Nobody knows the man's face, or indeed his identity. But why would you agree to take on such a clearly suspicious individual? Lord Strongheart's orders again. He's not one for meaningless follies. There will be a good reason for his actions. Oh, I hope you're right. Wait, what? Huh? The task is complete. Good. In that case, you can collate all the briefs. Maybe the apprentice is the actual Reaper. Maybe. Nice to meet you. Okay. Back to work again. Oh, that was really strange though. I've never met the man before. I didn't even know he existed. And yet... somehow, it didn't feel like our first encounter. Wait. Didn't feel like our first encounter. Who could that be? No, I mean, it couldn't be Kazuma, really. Kazuma's dead. But... don't bother trying to convert with him. He says nothing to anybody from outside his office. Lord Strongheart has strictly forbidden it. Oh, I see. Why are you so interested in my apprentice anyway? Oh no, I mean, sorry, I didn't mean to, oh, the way he stood there so casually, yet with that flawless posture. It couldn't be. Wait, what? Who could it be? Ah, yes. There's something I've been meaning to ask you. Really? Oh, what's that? That Nipponese man. Is he faring well? Sorry? The one arrested twice in succession 6 months ago. With the stoop and the moustache and the jitters. Ah, Mr. Natsume, you mean? I'm not sure he'd be very pleased to find out you identified him from that list, Runo. He's fine, thank you. In fact, I received a letter from him by international post only the other day. I see. Well, I think we can end our discussion there, don't you? There's little time left before tomorrow's trial. I advise you to spend it investigating the case. Oh yes, thank you for the advice. And for the conversation. Oh, I can't believe he's asking after Sasaki-san. After a Nipponese. I'm not sure whether to feel happy about that or worried. Oh, I never imagined that Mr. Reaper would be friends with a mad scientist, did you? Oh, that's a turn-up for the books. A mad scientist? You mean Professor Hairbrain? Oh yeah, he looks quite mad. Oh yes, it might be worth quizzing the professor about his relationship with Lord Van Zieks, I think. Right, we're gonna stop here for tonight. Wow. So many surprises again. It's and I'm pretty sure it's only the beginning. Many more twists before the end of this case, probably. Alright then, thanks for being with me tonight. Thanks a lot, Rin, for the trade. I'm probably going to continue that tomorrow night. So, well, in the meantime, please take care and stay safe. And I hope to see you tomorrow then. Bye.